Welcome to the Functional Skills System. Everyday social skills.
So this app is Everyday Social Skills, and let's go ahead and explain how this works. If you press on the question mark up here, you get to find out about the company, and it gives you some good information on how the app works, but we'll go through that as we go through this demonstration. Let's start off by just going in as the user.
Select the video you want to watch.
And what you'll see is that you get a selection, in this case, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different scenarios. From walking, using a restroom, waiting in line, asking for directions, asking for information or help, or joining a group. So let's go ahead and look at using a restroom.
Using a restroom. Using a restroom. When using a restroom, begin by finding the correct restroom. Find an empty stall. Check for toilet paper. Enter the stall. Lock the stall door. Flush the toilet when you are done. Clean up after yourself. Get your belongings. Wash your hands. And leave the restroom. Let's look at the steps for using a restroom. Using a restroom.
So now you've seen the video in its entirety. The great thing about this is that it will walk you through it step by step to reinforce the action. So let's go ahead and have a look at how to do this.
Find the correct restroom. Find the correct restroom. This is the first step. If you are a woman or girl, find a women's restroom. If you are a man or boy, find a men's restroom. When using a restroom, begin by finding the correct restroom. Find the correct restroom.
So you can now see that we can go back to the first video. We can take a step back. We can watch the current video again, or we can move on to the next step. So let's go one more or two more.
Wait for your turn. Wait for your turn. Sometimes restrooms are crowded. There can be a lot of people using a restroom. Sometimes you must wait for your turn in line until you can use the restroom. When a restroom is crowded, wait for your turn. Wait for your turn.
So again, you can rewatch that. You can go back to the first step, and we'll move on to one more step here. I think you're getting the idea of how this works now.
Respect the privacy of others. Respect the privacy of others. To respect the privacy of others is to leave people alone and not to bother them when they are using the restroom. Leave other people alone to use the restroom. When using a restroom, respect the privacy of others. Respect the privacy of others.
Okay, and so on, and that will continue to walk you through the steps of that of using the restroom. So let's go ahead and head back out to
select the video you want to watch.
To the Everyday Social Skills, and you can go through any of these in the same format as we just looked at. What we're going to do is we're going to head back out to the main screen and then come back into the program.
Welcome to the Functional Skills System. Everyday Social Skills.
Now this is where you can go in and create a playlist or a user list. And you can see that you can add a user. So we'll go up here and we'll enter a user, and we'll click save. And once we have that, we'll say OK. We'll click on the new user, and you'll see that there is no video playlist for them to learn or to view. So we'll click on the film strip, and again we have all of the videos that we just looked at here. Using a restroom, waiting in line, asking for directions, you can create that playlist. Now if you click on the arrow, you'll find the steps to that playlist. So we watched up until respect the privacy of others. You can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more steps after that. And at any time you can click on one of those steps to watch it.
Don't stare at others. To stare at someone is to look at them for a long time without saying anything to them. Staring is not nice. When you see other people, you can look at them, smile, or greet them, but do not keep looking at them without saying anything. When using a restroom, don't stare at others. Don't stare at others.
Okay, so you get the idea of how that would work. So we have our playlists. We'll go back out and head back out from the users. Now obviously you can create as many users as you like here, so you could have 10 or 15 different people. But the idea is to maybe teach this to the person who you want to learn the certain playlist. So we'll go ahead and log in, and we've created the user who was a user.
Please type your last name, then press Done. Please press the Login button. Select the video you want to watch.
And you'll see what pops up are the videos that we had selected as the playlist. And you will then basically click on one of these to start watching the video.
Waiting in line. Waiting in line. Everyone has to wait in line sometimes. To wait in line, you need to go to the end of the line. Give space to others. Talk quietly with others. Don't cut in line. Don't push. Wait for your turn. Move forward as the line moves. Wait until you are called. Ask questions and be friendly. Here are the steps used for waiting in line. Waiting in line.
So you've again watched the entire video, and then you have the option of going through the steps, and we'll show you one.
Go to the end of the line. Go to the end of the line. Whenever you see a line in front of a place where you are going, you need to go to the end of the line and stand there. You should not try to cut into the line closer to the front. It is important that you respect others who were there first by going to the end of the line. Go to the end of the line.
So that helps you to go through the entire thing using the steps, obviously. And we can go back to all the videos in the playlist.
You want to watch.
You'll notice that you can't go anywhere from here, so that basically keeps the student or the child concentrated on their playlist. But this was an introduction to everyday social skills by the Conover Company.